Richard Hubbard here for Queensberry Promotions here in Islington, and a press conference for the O2 show, O2 Blockbuster I should say, on April the 11th. Now, the show's got a heavyweight theme, so I suppose it's only right, but we have David Adeleye on it.
Oh, most definitely, man. I mean, good opportunity to be a part of, and I'm loving it, so yeah.
Still the newcomer, 1-0, made your debut in December at the Copper Box. What's your sort of recollections of that night? What did you take from it?
Good night, and I mean, Frank Grooves, the man that wraps my hands, was basically telling me, look, you only get one debut. Go out there, suck it all up and enjoy it. And yeah, that's what I did. Of course, I rushed my work a bit, but I mean, I'm still a work in progress, so yeah.
Got two reflections myself from that night. First of all, when you came out, it was evident what an incredible support you had there. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, I had a lot of people there. You know what, I didn't realise until I started watching them back over the videos how much noise they're actually making, but I mean, it's all good. I mean, I was humbled by it, so.
Singing your name and everything, weren't they?
Yeah, they had chants. They had chants for me. They had songs. It was all good. It was all good.
I'm not going to sing it, but the other thing, and you just touched on it yourself about rushing your work a little bit. You were maybe getting a bit giddy and right hand happy in there first of all.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to kind of showcase my skills and show everyone how I can get rid of people, but yeah, I watched my work, but I mean,
understandable.
Say that again?
Understandable.
Yeah. It was my debut and whatnot. I mean, my next fight, you're going to see a much more classy performance, so yeah.
Now, the next sort of major event in your life, I guess, was the fact that you went out to Las Vegas for 7 weeks to work with Tyson Fury ahead of his World Heavyweight Championship fight against Deontay Wilder. What was that like? Tell us about it.
Real good experience. I mean, I think I know the sport a lot, but it's only when you kind of experience it with the people at the top, you kind of learn the sport in and out, and you learn a lot of things that kind of go into it as well. So the preparation and all of these other things. But it was a real good experience, especially sharing the ring with him. I mean, Tyson's got such an awkward style, you can't really replicate it. You can only get it from fighting him, so it was real good.
How does it work? Explain to people how it works for I'd hesitate to say it, but a paid sparring partner. I guess you get paid for it. So you fly out there, do you have accommodation provided, and you in the gym for set hours of a day? How does it work?
Yeah, so we fly out there, we get the house paid for. I mean, it was covered by Tyson's team and whatnot, and then we would come in for sparring, and we would have morning sessions, but we wouldn't either would train along Tyson or we would train separately. But I mean, with Tyson himself, he said train along with him and just kind of see how things really work. So we were just literally training with him every other day, and we sparred 4 times a week. So
was your only contact with Tyson was when you were actually in the gym? You didn't go and stay in the house with him?
No, we never stayed in the house with him, but he did invite us around to his house once actually. So we did actually go around to his actual house. We stayed in different houses, but we went to his house once, and that was about it. The trainers and us all went out. We went bowling or whatever not, but yeah, that's as far as it went.
Was there times of boredom out there? Because you're there to do a job. Like you say, you spar 4 times a week. It doesn't fill your week, I guess, does it?
No, most definitely you get bored. I mean, you're there to kind of train, so you can't get carried away. You got to stay humble. You got to stay grounded. So yeah, you do get bored, but at the same time, you kind of remember why you're there. So that was the main thing.
What about the little team you was out there with? I know one of them was Jordan Thompson. I think George Fox was out there. Did you sort of become a little unit yourselves?
Yeah, we did, and we all became close by the end of it. But I mean, we're all getting up fighting each other soon, so I mean, it can only go as far as a friendship can really go. So yeah.
When it actually came, you stayed out there for the fight. So when you saw this sort of incredible performance unfold, did you feel like in a funny sort of way, but you were a part of it?
Yeah, I did. You know what? I put up a video and I'm like, does that mean I'm a part of this sort of win? And a few people got back to me like, yeah, most definitely. So it was a good experience. I mean, the actual atmosphere in the arena itself was electrifying. I mean, it seems like 80% of the fans that were there for Tyson. So they're all chanting for Tyson. And when he won as well, the whole crowd was a big sort of stand up of it was like a stand up. How do I put it? It was a stand up run of applause. Everyone was there for Tyson. Everyone was shouting. Everyone was screaming. You had everyone going crazy. I mean, I remember going to the weigh and I only saw about no exaggeration, about 4 Wilder fans. Everyone else seemed to be there for Fury. So yeah.
The beauty of all this is, but after one fight as a professional and a graduate of Wolverhampton University, you've now been part of a world heavyweight title camp. You've seen the whole thing behind the scenes and seen the event, the weigh-in, so you know what you're aiming for.
No, most definitely. I mean, someone was saying to me earlier, like, how does it work out in sort of my career? And I thought, you know what, it shows me that anything's possible. I got to stay grounded, I got to stay committed, and I got to stay humble. And if I keep working hard and keep going for it, then I'm sure these sort of nights will be there for me as well.
This card on April 11th isn't a million miles away from a massive card either, is
it? Exactly. I mean, 5 weeks, we got a lot of people there. It's good I'm experienced at an early stage of my career. I think when I start fighting in these big sort of shows now, then I can start to deal with it better more later on in my career.
Got to ask you about the 2 fights at the top of this card. Who are you fancying out of Dubois and Joyce?
I sparred both of them, so I kind of know. But first 3-4 rounds I give to Dubois. Anything after that I give to Joyce. Joyce is a slow starter, so the thing is, if Dubois catches him and takes advantage, I'll give it to Dubois in the early stages. But yeah, like I said, it stays like that.
I'm intrigued to think why, or intrigued to know why people kind of think Dubois is going to fold or get weaker after 4 rounds or 6 rounds. You know, he comes from a gym where they absolutely can get the rounds in at high intensity. Why are people favouring Joyce late on?
I don't think they necessarily think Dubois is going to slow down. I think they're just going to think Joyce is going to get stronger. As the time goes on, Joyce warms up and whatnot. He probably works more, throws more punches and whatever, you know. So it just works in Joyce's favour rather than being a disadvantage for Dubois.
Who's going to win then, in your opinion?
If I had to choose, I'll give it to. I don't know actually. I'm going to sit on the fence.
No sitting on the fence allowed today.
If I had to choose, I'd give it to Dubois.
Okay. Secondly, Anthony Yard v Lyndon Arthur. How do you see that one playing out?
Good fight. Don't know much about Lyndon Arthur, but I think he was a GB player back in the amateurs as well. I mean, Yard's strong at the weight, so if I had to choose, I'd probably give it to Anthony Yard late one stoppage.
But mostly based on the fact you haven't seen so much of Lyndon.
It was mostly based on the fact I didn't see much of Lyndon Arthur, and I know Yard's a strong light heavyweight, so I'll give it to Yard.
David Adeleye, we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.